My name is Chepkitale, Ogiek of Mount Elgon, Chepkitale. Uh, we've been recently we've had a very interesting occurrence or very interesting times in our community. For quite some time, we've been very strong in fighting for the rights to regain rights to our lands. But again, we realize this might take a very long time, and we are looking at it as a long process, and in between there's a lot of things that are happening, like the destruction to the environment, especially on the lower part. We have things like charcoal burning. We have our settlement is not as the way we are, because everybody knows that when you're not secure in your lands, then there's a likelihood of people not getting organized or looking at how to protect their lands on the long term. But in realization of this, we've decided to move a step ahead. We are looking to the future. We know we will regain our rights, but that might take some time. But we need to be in such a way that when we get our land back, our land will actually be better than what it used even before, what it used to be. So we've gone ahead, we've done our bylaws, which are basically putting together our traditional land ownership structures, putting together our traditional way, how we've kept this land, how we've made sure that ecological integrity and our way of life not being a threat to it. We've put those together, and right now we are looking at having this to be recognized by the government institutions. We've actually gone ahead and implemented it. We would want to have this as a way of the community working together with the conservation, so-called conservation agencies, in a very good way, in a cordial relationship. But at the back of our minds, we know that our land rights is an ongoing business. A good example of the bylaws, just a few of them. We have charcoal burning being totally prohibited. We have cultivation, because we've never cultivated our lands in a big way. We've only cultivated some small sections for domestic to supplement our food. We have things like a shamba system in the lower part of our lands, which is actually outsiders coming and taking over our land with the blessings of the government. We have poaching. Poaching, we've never done poaching. We've been doing hunting, but hunting has been very responsible. But at the moment, we've looked at how it's been happening, and we have a moratorium of 5 years before we do it, except on very issues that are traditional, ceremonies and all that. But that's just an overview. And actually, we've gone ahead and implemented some of these bylaws. We have the one on charcoal burning, which we realized it was really getting out of hand. People from outside were coming to burn charcoal in areas that we reside, and sometimes even threatening our community members if they tell them to stop. So we've gone ahead. The community looked this as a way of giving, they have to take action today. They cannot wait for the government. So, and also to, put together, bring the government to realize that it's for the advantage of the community and the government and everybody if we work together. So the community has even gone ahead and made arrests already of charcoal burners who have been handed over to the government, and they've been, some of them have been already faced courts, and the courts have found them guilty. This is not our objective. Our objective really is to make people realize that it's wrong to burn charcoal. We have things like shamba system. Shamba system, we are engaged with the government, trying to tell them what is really happening, because there is a big disconnect between what is happening at the local level, at the forest level, and at the policy level, the people who make decisions. So that's the gap we want to fill in. We want to give the policymakers the real information, as in what is really happening at the ground. So yeah, those are just a few examples of what the bylaws are doing, what we are doing, and the seriousness that we are. There are challenges, but I think everything has challenges. We are also looking for development in Chepkitale, but development in the way we understand is a sustained development. Sustainable development is whereby the rights of the people in deciding which development they want is what is going to be implemented and seen as development. When we say development, is not the development that people have, the traditional way that people have looked at development, whereby development is actually an excuse to destroy the environment, for example. That's not the development that we want. That's not sustainable. We are looking for something else that will take care of the environment, at the same time improve the livelihoods of the people, because that is sustainable, and that's what development should actually be. We are not looking at things that will come and destroy the environment in the name of making money. We are looking at things that will bring in money, for example, if it's money, but at the same time making sure that the environment remains the way it has been and it doesn't interfere with what people would want to do.